Hi and welcome to today's video. This is a recipe video and it's a recipe for a chicken tagine, some fruity couscous and some roasted cumin and coriander carrots. Now this is delicious altogether. The chicken's cooked in the slow cooker, the carrots obviously are roasted in the oven, and the couscous is really quick and easy to prepare. It's low in fat, and if you're following Slimming World, it works out at 3 syns per portion, and that's just for the dried apricots. So you could leave those out if you wanted to, and it would be sin free. I have written out a proper recipe in the description box. And I haven't really, this is kind of like my first proper recipe video, so I hope you enjoy it. Let me know if there's anything that you want me to do differently that would make it easier, or whether you've enjoyed watching it, because I've wanted to for ages make some recipe videos, so I hope you like it. And here's the recipe. This is what you're going to need to make the chicken tagine in the slow cooker. I'll put a proper recipe in the description for you to follow if you want to, but this is going to be for 2 people. So I've got 2 chicken breasts, got a tin of chopped tomatoes, got harissa spices, turmeric, cinnamon, cumin, chilli powder, an onion, some garlic and ginger, again use fresh if you want it to be sin free, some dried apricots and some fresh mint. I've cut up the chicken and the onion and added them to the slow cooker, and then I've added 1 tablespoon of the harissa paste, a teaspoon each of onion and garlic, garlic and ginger, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, a teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of turmeric and half a teaspoon of chilli. I've added the whole tin of chopped tomatoes, and then I've just loosened it with a little bit of water and a chicken stock cube. Now you could add here extra veg or extra pulses if you wanted to, but because I've got quite a lot of veg to serve with it, I'm just leaving it as it is, but I'll show you all the things I'm going to serve with it in a bit. So this is going to go on to cook on low for about 3 hours to start with. I'm just going to add 50 grams of the soft dried apricots. Now obviously this is for 2 of us, so that is 6 syns in total, so it would be 3 syns each per portion. If you wanted to make it sin free, you could just leave these out, or you could use something like pomegranate seeds, which are free but would still give that sort of sweetness. But I really like the apricots in it, so I think it's worth the 3 syns. And I'm also going to add some freshly chopped mint and some cooked peas that I've got just because they're left over. And then I'm going to cook it for about another hour, or until the chicken and the onions are cooked, and soft. For the roasted cumin and coriander carrots, you're going to need a bag of carrots, some ground cumin, ground coriander and some cumin seeds. Just peel the carrots as you normally would, and then chop them up into sort of bite-sized pieces. I did them in half lengthways and then cut them across. So you don't want them to be too big, because then it takes absolutely ages for them to roast. So just whatever shape and size you like, but this is how I did mine. I'm using a whole bag full for this recipe, but use as many as you want. Once they're all chopped up, put them in an oven-proof dish and add your spices. I did 1 teaspoon of each, so 1 of cumin, 1 of coriander and 1 of the cumin seeds. I also added a bit of salt and pepper, and then just sprayed them with the low-calorie spray. Just make sure everything's mixed really well together so that the spices are completely coating all of the carrots. I cooked mine for about 30 minutes at 200 in a fan assisted oven, but just keep checking them and just keep moving them around so you can see a couple of them just caught. To make this couscous, you're going to need 100 grams of dried couscous, 125 ml of hot chicken stock, some roasted vegetables, pomegranate, mint, fresh mint and fresh coriander. Whilst the couscous is cooking, I'm just preparing the pomegranate. I actually quite like doing this. I find it quite sort of therapeutic. I think you can, I've seen some people like bash it with a spoon and all the seeds are supposed to come out, but that never works for me. I just end up getting red juice all over the whole of the kitchen. But if you don't want to do this, if you haven't got time, you can buy the seeds ready prepared. So I've just poured the stock over the couscous and let it sort of cook. It doesn't take long. And then I've stirred in the roasted vegetables that I'd prepared the other day, and they're just vegetables sprayed with fry light, bit of seasoning and roasted in the oven. I've got courgettes, peppers and onions, but you could do whatever veg you wanted. And now I'm just going to add some pomegranate seeds to it. Just sort of do this by eye, you know, it depends how much you like. So I'm going to put that in to start with, and a big handful of chopped mint and coriander. And again, if you don't like mint, you know, leave it out, or if you prefer another herb, you could do parsley, whatever you like. Then just give it a really good stir. And this is all free and speed on Slimming World, so it's a really good one. It's nice just on its own, to be honest. You know, as like a salad for a lunch or whatever. You could add some chickpeas or something to it if you wanted to a bit of extra protein in there. Yeah, so just mix it up. I think that's enough of everything. And that's going to be served with the carrots and the tagine. So this tagine's had, I think, about 5 hours now, and it's done. The chicken's cooked through, the onions are soft, and it's really tasty. I'm just going to add a little bit of salt, and then I'm going to dish it up. But obviously, you know, all the slow cookers are different, so do check if you're making it in the slow cooker. You could just make it in the oven as well, so just check that the chicken's cooked through and any other veg that you might have put in there. And here it is, ready to serve. So we've got the cumin and coriander roasted carrots, the chicken tagine, and then the couscous to go with it. So if you were following Slimming World, this is all speed free and 3 syns for the apricots in the tagine. Now, when I started at the beginning, I said this serves 2, but I think this is gonna, you know, this will do lunch as well. I think there's quite a lot of it. It smells absolutely delicious, so I can't wait to tuck into this. You could have, you know, flatbread or something like that with it if you wanted to. You could do rice instead of couscous. You could do lots of different meat or vegetables in the tagine if you didn't want to do chicken. So it's a really versatile, really tasty thing, and it's great to make for lots of people, you know, if you've got people coming over. And also the tagine and the roast carrots you can freeze. Thanks so much for watching. See you again soon. Bye.